Chapter 5, Taking an Hour. Relationships tend to remain surface level if they are only given moments at a time. Sometimes we need to devote some time to really hear each other, really connect. Many people spend the first hour or so of the day with God, their Bible, their journal, and a cup of coffee. Don't feel guilty if that sounds like an impossible task to do. Just do what you can do. Start with once. There is much to discover about God's personality by reading the Bible. The first 5 books are the same books that people of Jewish faith call the Torah. Genesis is the first book, and it contains the stories of Adam and Eve, Cain and Abel, their sons, the Tower of Babel, Noah and the Great Flood, Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, and Joseph of the Technicolor Dreamcoat fame. Through these stories, you can learn how God wants to have a relationship with his people. Exodus contains the story of Moses and the Israelites leaving captivity in Egypt, crossing the Red Sea, which was miraculously split for them to cross. Psalms, near the middle of the Bible, is the book of songs written by King David, who was called a man after God's own heart. He wrote songs of praise for God's provision and protection, in which many people find hope and encouragement. After Psalms is Proverbs, a book written by King Solomon, David's son, who was known for his wisdom. Those are all books of the Old Testament. The New Testament begins with the 4 Gospels, Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. These 4 books were written by disciples and close followers of Jesus, and give the account of Jesus' life from their perspectives. Next is Acts, which tells about how the church grew after Jesus' resurrection and ascension to heaven. Many of the remaining books are written by Paul as letters to various churches. Often he wrote them from prison, and yet he encouraged people in their faith and gave guidance on how God wants us to live and to treat each other. Start with a book that sounds interesting and read it slowly enough to let it sink in. Enjoy your time with God. Get to know him. He does amazing things. The remainder of this book is designed to give you a glimpse into God's heart for you, his purposes for life, and his plans for your future. There are questions at the end of each chapter to help you apply the verses to your life. I hope that you are strengthened and energized for life by these verses as I am. Enjoy.